Hello, I'm Jeremy Reimer, and I'll be your guide to the most interesting stories each month from astronomy, space science, and science fiction. The most interesting thing in the skies these days is something we can all see. Comet Neowise, named after the telescope that discovered it, is now visible on clear nights, a few hand-widths below and to the right of Ursa Major, also known as the Big Dipper. It's best seen through a pair of binoculars. The comet's tail, consisting of evaporating water ice, is quite faint. The spectacular pictures you typically see are the result of long camera exposure times. Still, it's best to grab a look at this solar wanderer while you can. It won't be back for another 6,000 years. Speaking of telescopes, astronomers using the European Southern Observatory's Very Large Telescope have captured a stunning, first-of-its-kind image, a direct observation of a star with multiple planets orbiting around it. The star, TYC 8998761, is 300 light-years away, about 3,000 trillion kilometers. The two visible planets are both gas giants, 6 and 14 times more massive than Jupiter, and 5 and 10 times farther away from their sun. While astronomers have detected the presence of thousands of planets outside our solar system, this is the first direct visual imaging of another solar system. Much farther away, at around 100 million light-years, astronomers in Australia have discovered something very odd. Using radio telescopes, they found 4 faint, ring-like objects the size of small galaxies. There are such things as ring galaxies, formed when small galaxies plunge into large ones, but they shine with visible light, whereas these objects only emit radio waves. The astronomers also ruled out gravitational lensing caused by a black hole blocking the path of an object. So, what are these objects? The astronomers aren't sure, but since 2 of them are close together, they could be artifacts from a massive explosion in space, the cause of which is still unknown. Finally, we finish off with some news about everyone's favorite red planet. 3 nations are scheduled to launch Mars probes this week. The United States with the rover Perseverance, the United Arab Emirates with the orbiter Hope, and China with their rover Tianwen. Everyone is heading to Mars, it seems. While we wait for the orbiters and rovers to arrive, we can gaze in awe at some existing images of the planet that Elder Fox Documentaries recently enhanced into 4K resolution. Stunning! There are no new science fiction TV series out this month, but there is a new teaser trailer for an upcoming show on Netflix called Away. The series stars Hilary Swank, who plays the commander of a Mars-bound mission with an international crew. You know I'll be watching this one. The show is set to premiere on September 4th. The summer months are a slow period for video game releases, and I couldn't find any new science fiction games in either the AAA or indie spheres. There was, however, a Windows PC port released this month of the dystopian future game Death Stranding. Directed by the creator of the Metal Gear Solid series, Hideo Kojima, the game has you playing a delivery man trying to slowly rebuild the United States after invisible enemies have attacked, rendering the landscape barren and dangerous. In 2020, that might feel a little too on the nose, as the folks in Hollywood say, but it's still a fun game, all the trademark Kojima plot insanity. Worth checking out for those folks who don't own a PlayStation 4. The book of the month is Unconquerable Sun by Kate Elliott. Kate is primarily known as a fantasy author, but she takes a turn at space opera in this one, and the result is spectacular. Sun is the titular character, and she is a princess living in a far future space matriarchy, who ends up becoming the space version of Alexander the Great. For fans of ancient history and space opera like myself, it's an irresistible mix. Right from the start, the book drops you into palace intrigues, ever-shifting galactic politics. Fans of the Honor Harrington series will love it. Worth picking up. And that's all for the space and sci-fi news this month. See you next month.